Man, the Chinese thing was really good. What did you guys think of the Chinese one? What did you guys think of the Chinese one? Chinese, awesome. The character looks powerful, doesn't he? And it caught my attention that Chitino is from Cosmos. I know it's been said before, but I thought that to some extension could be from Mental, but the character looked really good. And the dream marketing is also really good, guys. What do you think? She looks amazing. Yes, sir. Absolute cinema, 10 out of 10. Yes, sir. I agree with you. Let's see, we shouldn't jump to conclusions yet because Cosmos isn't doing well right. But I think it's an element that's a little saturated. For now, the question is to really see if Chino's purpose is going to be to improve chaos so that we don't have to use Joda protagonist with chaos. Don't you think the design is powerful, man? Dude, that tail weighs more than she does, dude. I mean, the organic tail. Dude. That's a tremendous tail, dude. But this chick, oh, well, of course what happens is the anomalies mutate. For sure, but for you, she mutated like a dragon. Something like that, right? The doll has fan service, it has to be said. DPS or not, who knows? I have a hard time thinking that the lady is going to be a DPS. Huh? I have a hard time thinking about it, but she looks like it. She looks like it, although she could also make a high woofer, but dude. She looks like a DPS, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you. She looks like a DPS because really, well, she's going to compete with dude. That's the thing. She's going to compete with dude. That's the thing. But she looks like a DPS. She looks very, very DPS, guys. I'm leaning towards it. The design is very aggressive, very edgy. The horns, the tail, the way she possibly fights. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. I mean, it looks like a DPS, man. It looks like a DPS, man. How? Even through the pores. Tremendous L if it's DPS, because until when? And man, we need, for example, a good healer, and we need another side character. The question is, do they include this Cosmos and Xchana? They include X as support. So that you can play him on the team with Shinku, I think. I think it could be. And X could be more support because of the hacking. I mean, X could even have field damage. The claw could stick. It could be that he has some kind of hacks that raise your stats. It could also be that the character, since he's a hacker, is a character that supports the mental temple. Pentu will want to play him on the Larma Krima Matin Falbo. And on the Chaos team. Which would be pretty good, honestly. If they do Laxana, then I don't think Laxana will be DPS because then she will compete with Chaos. I could make this support for Lashana so that she can play with mental teams or Lashana teams or even Cosmos teams, okay? Like the lady here. What I don't see is that if they do it, you won't be able to play it with Shinku unless the guy has some universal buffs. I would put the chips on Chana or Mento, but I lean more to Tora, Chana to play it with this lady too. So that people have the incentive to take it out because remember that NTE is going to be very clever in how they give order to the characters because the characters are insured and we already know that there will be power creep at Chara. There has to be power creep, unfortunately. It will be sacrifice, it will be part of reality. A part of reality. So, to fulfill, let's say, that obligation, you have to get the character. Because what happens if people don't get the character of the moment, people will have more badges to be able to throw at the elements that are designed in the game to generate sales. That is to say, the elements that are designed to generate sales are a character from version Bayesian. Because you will only be able to get one with what they give you for free to play and a weapon. Okay, so ES spending elements, okay, are the other character, possibly the other weapon, any skin or anything that the additional character wants to get. And collaborations like Porsche and what we have already seen, additional gachas. Just so in Kines, the thing is that they in order to incentivize the player to actually they give you one, so to speak. They don't give it to you, but anyway, they make it free to play or free to access. For the next free to access. And you know now who mes kati so mineski kusakti so mekes, which is not the same as free. They have to incentivize you to want the other one, and the best way to do that is with permanent blackmail. Something that we all used to. So, forewarned is forearmed. If this lady was made into Cosmos, it is so that it works for you or with Chaos, but that would be a problem because then you would have 2 DPS. If this lady looks like a DS, they should put in a support XE or a buffer, a broken buffer with, I don't know, with off, I don't know, whatever, so that it works for you with this lady. They release this one first so that you have the DPS first, okay? So that you can play it in a team in the meantime, and then tell yourself, Daddy, now I'm going to take out Exe, and Exe is the character that is going to improve your Shinku a lot because you're successful in your team. So since you've already spent your guaranteed things on Ege and on on Chinu and on Shinku's little weapon, now Daddy, go see how you're gonna take out Ege, because you also have to take out Ege because we're already making the Kisis. Already making the disc with a little more margin of use. I'm being very political, but you understand me. Nali, this difference in discs. Jotore, this difference in discs. Lacrimosa, this difference in discs. Hey, what can we expect? Shinku, this difference in cost. This difference in discs. Exa, this difference in discs. Hey, forewarned is forearmed. That's why the game is starting. The game is new. Laru baita. I think we have to see how it goes. See how it goes. I like it. I mean, the meta issue, because I think that all versions are going to be a version of a character that will incentivize you to get another character. With a possible collaboration, a possible gacha in the middle that will tempt you with the entire version. Plus, the skins, the glider skin, the chariot skin, that will also tempt you there. So be careful with that. I only say this responsibly for my community and for all the people who are watching the content. Because I believe in responsible content. Beyond being a CC of the game, the idea is that you enjoy the game, but that you also enjoy it with the value that I can give it from my humble opinion. Okay? I don't think I know everything. Far from it, huh? Well, simply because we already have experience with how these types of games are managed and managed. NTE is certainly benevolent, so to speak, in some aspects, but everything has its trick. Everything has its commercial purpose. And everything also requires commercial understanding. So, well, so you get a little bit about forecasting. It's just a forecast. If Shinku comes out first and Shin turns out to be DPS, since she's a Cosmo element, we can think that the character who comes to support her, I mean, in the possible universes, there's a possibility that X is a support. And that she works with Shinku Paei, that she works with Shinku. There's another universe where E could be a mental character that will improve Lacrimosa. There's another universe where she could be an element that no one is expecting, like enchantment or even anima, which I don't think. It would be very strange. Getting back to the subject, I like Shinku. I like Shinku. I like the character. I like the character. I like her a lot. She has personality. She has fan service. You know that I'm not much into fan service style. I'm more interested in other things, but hey, the character is good. She's super good. What do you think, guys? But